On August 23, 2009, Bethesda Game Studios released their fifth and final add-on for their hit open-world game, Fallout 3. This DLC was called Mothership Zeta. The DLC follows the Lone Wanderer's journey as they attempt to escape from their alien abductors aboard their mothership. Through this science fiction adventure, you meet an assortment of characters from a wide range of time periods. It's all quite fantastical. The story concludes with your ragtag abductees commandeering the Mothership Command Center and destroying an attacking alien vessel. After, you're free to come and go using the alien homing beacon found at the location of Recon Craft Theta's wreck. While Mothership Zeta was a fun and interesting sci-fi themed add-on, it had one problem. After MZ's release, the Zetan Aliens were now canon. Now, I suppose for technicality's sake, it wasn't Mothership Zeta that canonized the existence of aliens within the Fallout universe. If we disregard aliens appearing in random encounters, it was actually the second Fallout game, Fallout 2, that would appear to be the culprit. Skynet notes that they were constructed based on alien technology, and the She Emperor mentions a Xeno program, both indicating the existence of aliens. Still, it would be Fallout 3's Mothership Zeta that would see the first large-scale interaction with living aliens in Fallout. It should be known that I'm not one to typically complain about canonicity and the likes. You know, sometimes you just gotta accept the weird and strange Fallout universe as it is. But the Mothership Zeta problem uniquely affects players, developers, writers, fans, etc. It's a unique problem worth talking about and addressing. I have 4 primary points going over why canonizing aliens is an issue. Let's get into them. A unique add-on. The purpose of these downloadable content add-ons was to add and expand on the rich and immersive Fallout universe. With DLCs like Operation Anchorage, The Pit, Broken Steel, Point Lookout, and Mothership Zeta, players could experience new narratives and challenges. Each DLC brought its own set of new characters, environments, and lore, but none of them made as significant a canonization impact as Mothership Zeta. Operation Anchorage and Point Lookout both added a bit more historical context to the Fallout world and addressed specific events that occurred pre-war. Operation Anchorage not only covers a major conflict that led to the cataclysmic Great War, but also highlights more of the Brotherhood outcasts' motivations. Point Lookout, on the other hand, canonizes the former Van Buren plot point of the New Plague. While both being significant events that paved the way for the Great War, the canonization of these events had minimal effect on the present Fallout timeline and didn't introduce any major core elements that could disrupt established lore. In fact, both DLCs, in my opinion, improved and added to the somewhat shrouded pre-war Fallout universe. Similarly, The Pit and Broken Steel serve to extend the main Fallout 3 storyline. In the case of The Pit, it extends Fallout 3's main plot backwards, offering a more fleshed-out backstory for Lion's Brotherhood of Steel. And Broken Steel quite literally extends the Fallout 3 main story, as it allows players to continue playing the game after the activation of Project Purity. In this sense, these add-ons are mere continuations for the story of the Lone Wanderer, the Capital Wasteland, and all those who reside there. However, Mothership Zeta stood apart from other DLCs in this regard. This add-on crossed a threshold that no other expansions had. The existence of extraterrestrial life had always been a topic of speculation and conspiracy, both in the real world and within the Fallout lore. Previous Fallout titles left this aspect of the universe open to interpretation, allowing players to ponder the mysteries surrounding alien encounters. With Mothership Zeta, the confirmed existence of an otherworldly species eliminated the ambiguity, creating several problems for the franchise as a whole. Removal of ambiguity. You hear a bump in the night. You're spooked. What could it be? An intruder with ill intentions? A ghost making its presence known? Your cat summoning an eldritch horror? You're unsure. And until you get the courage to get out of bed and confirm what that noise was, it could have really been anything. There's uncertainty. There's ambiguity. One of the most alluring aspects of the Fallout series has been its ability to leave certain elements shrouded in ambiguity, allowing players to speculate, theorize, and draw their own conclusions about the mysteries of the post-apocalyptic world. However, Mothership Zeta brought forth a dramatic shift by decisively removing this ambiguity, particularly in regards to the existence of aliens. This shift is one that I'm not a big fan of. Ambiguity is important in media as it generates curiosity and a sense of wonder. In past Fallout titles, Easter eggs and hints regarding the existence of extraterrestrials were subtly scattered across these game worlds. These clues would make players question the kind of world that Fallout was set in. Was Fallout a grounded post-apocalyptic universe, or was it one filled with sci-fi magic and otherworldly powers? While we certainly know the answer today, at the time, with Bethesda taking over the Fallout property, there was some uncertainty among fans as to what direction they planned to go. Mothership Zeta, along with some other elements from Fallout 3, confirm that the many wastelands are a welcoming home to the absurd. Mothership Zeta stripped away any doubt that an advanced spacefaring life form exists. In doing so, a piece of the overarching Fallout puzzle is now set in stone. This change from speculation to confirmed canonization diminishes the sense of exploration and discovery that is integral to the Fallout experience. This leads me to my next point. It leads to weak theories. The Fallout universe has always been a fertile ground for fan theories and speculation. From the mysterious purpose of the vaults to whatever the Institute's endgame is, players love uncovering hidden truths and piecing together the complex world that is post-apocalyptic America. However, the introduction of Zetan Aliens as a canonical aspect of the Fallout universe has inadvertently given rise to a host of weak fan theories. These theories attempt to connect the extraterrestrial beings with significant events and factions within the game world. One of the more prominent fan theories I've seen gain traction after Mothership Zeta was the idea that it was the Zetan Aliens who were responsible for starting the Great War. According to this theory, a government official with enough security clearance to know what the nuclear launch codes are was abducted by the Zetans and physically manipulated into launching the nuclear warheads, starting the Great War. However, this theory lacks substantial evidence to be anything more than a what-if kind of theory. The only evidence that I can find that would support this is Alien Captive Recording Log 17, found in the Cryo Lab section of the spaceship. But what's interesting about this recording is that while we know the transcript of the recording does involve some human giving away secretive information, the human voice on the recording is actually completely silent. You can't hear anyone give away the nuclear launch codes. It's definitely weird and isn't really solid evidence. Furthermore, by attributing such a pivotal moment in Fallout lore to an otherworldly being, like aliens, it diminishes the depth and complexity of human-driven conflicts that are found across the franchise. In my opinion, it's a bit silly to drum up this world-ending conflict between two less than admirable superpowers as an unavoidable alien attack. It takes away the idea that humans are each other's worst enemies. Another weak theory I've seen float around, whether this be more of a gag or not, is that the Zetans had connections with some pretty influential pre-war groups like Vault-Tec and the Enclave. This theory suggests that aliens provided or guided these groups with manufacturing and developing advanced technology. While intriguing, like the Zetan Great War theory, it undermines other themes present in Fallout. Fallout has always featured plenty of cautionary tales about human greed, hubris, and the consequences of unchecked scientific advancement. By introducing aliens as these sinister puppet masters behind some pretty major factions, it reduces the accountability of some pretty nefarious human individuals. The problem with both of these theories and weak fan theories in general is that they tend to overshadow other important aspects of the lore. The allure of Fallout, at least for me, lies in exploration, whether it be in the ruins of the old world or the simple exploration of human nature. The canonization of Zetan Aliens opens the floodgates to a myriad of imaginative but unsupported theories that undermine the depth of the series. Sure, they're fun, but they tend to diminish deeper parts of the games. Problems moving forward. In a similar vein to the last point, this canonization has the potential to significantly impact fan perception moving forward within the Fallout universe. While some players may embrace this new addition as an exciting expansion to the lore, there is a risk that a fraction of the fanbase may fall into the trap of immediately attributing various future events in the Fallout world to the involvement of aliens. Instead of the boy who cried wolf, it will be the boy who cried alien. We kind of already see this phenomena with the Enclave and Vault-Tec. This tendency to jump to the aliens did it conclusion could overshadow the more grounded and compelling explanations for in-game occurrences. Aliens are a compelling character across multiple sci-fi franchises, but the canonization of Zetan Aliens could lead to some hasty assumptions about future mysterious happenings in later games and updates. As mentioned, this is similar to the previous point about weak fan theories, where individuals may latch onto some unhinged theories, overlooking the nuanced narratives and themes that Fallout is built on. However, it's also important to note that this tendency may be limited to a small fraction of the player base. I feel as though most people would understand that aliens within the franchise, at least before Mothership Zeta was released, are just meant as a fun Easter egg, and not as an actual player within the overarching Fallout narrative. Nevertheless, dealing with a reoccurring "what if aliens did XYZ" could be both tiring for fans and developers alike. As with all things in this world, there is nuance. While I did try to hammer home that the canonization of the Zetans does pose a problem, the Fallout developers, Bethesda for 4 and 76, and Obsidian for New Vegas, have since avoided some hypothetical pitfalls when it comes to how aliens are depicted in the games. Both New Vegas and Fallout 4 saw the return of aliens back to small encounters, and Fallout 76, despite adding an alien-themed update and event, have introduced more mysteries and questions in regards to the Zetans. The potential reliance on the Zetans as a scapegoat enemy for mysteries within the Fallout universe has so far been avoided. While their existence is confirmed to us, the players, some ambiguity within the in-game universe still remains. In the end, Mothership Zeta's canonization of its aliens did pose a problem. By upgrading aliens from a fun Easter egg to an otherworldly villain, several possible issues revealed themselves. Ambiguity was lost, giving way for several potential hiccups. Aliens became a focal point of several theories. Aliens could have become a new main villainous faction in the Wasteland, and aliens could have been shoehorned into solving any outstanding mysteries. Luckily, much of this has been avoided. For now, the Mothership Zeta problem has been averted. Thanks for listening. If you liked the video, be sure to share and subscribe. Have a good rest of your day. Cheers.
What? What the f is this thing? You got some kind of Martian machine, you sick fuck? Oh, no way!